Hello. I got my headphones on because I was singing on Shmuel. And I got allergies real bad, so, you know. If I breathe funny or my voice sounds funny, that's why. But thank you for watching. See? I'm even wheezing. It doesn't help because I smoke cigarettes. But anyway, the other day I made a video and, you know, I was talking about, like, how hard it is and stuff and with autism and stuff. And so I have to talk. There's just no way. My dad never wanted me to speak. He never wanted me to talk. Um, he was a pretender. He would act like he cared and he didn't. And if he did care, he sure as hell didn't show it properly. But he didn't. Not one bit. I hate that when people say, oh, yeah, I care and I love you and blah, blah, blah. And it's like, no, you don't. No, you don't. If you love me and you cared, you would listen to me. You would take the time for me. My thoughts would matter. You wouldn't put me down and tell me I'm too sensitive. You wouldn't get in such an uproar when I had a question. You would teach me things like he worked on cars. You would teach me things. If I'm interested, you would let me learn. But no, he would just stop. He would stop in the middle of everything and, oh, go make me a coffee. Yeah. I felt like saying, why don't you go make yourself a coffee? Then I would make the coffee. Sometimes I would forget, because I was too nervous because it was such a jerk. But I wouldn't forget all the time. And then it might take me a little longer, something I would forget because I was too distracted. Because when people are a certain way and they're so judgmental and they're so picky and they're so making you feel funny. Like, I don't even know what you call that. And he would just blame me. He would say I was sensitive. And I wasn't. I mean, maybe I was, but I mean, he was too cruel and he was too uncaring. So that's the thing. People say to you, oh, you're too sensitive or you're too this, you're too that. It's like, well, what about you? You're too this and you're too that, Why don't you look at yourself? I get so pissed. I don't know. These things, though, they'll still be in your mind. Like, I'm 46 and they'll still be in your mind and they won't go away. And as much as I try, and yeah, they're less. They're less. But, you know, I wish I could just eliminate and forget. Here's another thing, too. And I don't know why I'm talking about my dad. Maybe that's what this video should be about, but, I would go into the house and, we would eat dinner every day at 5. My mom was like clockwork and she's rushing to get dinner done for my dad every day. And don't be late. And so anyway, later on, well, it got when I was a teenager, I wouldn't even eat at home. I loved Taco Bell. I would just eat a pintos and cheese and a frickin' taco, and it was great. I'd rather not eat at home because when I sat at the dinner table, my dad never looked at me. He never talked to me. So bullshit. He cared about me? F you. You don't care about SHIT. And you never DID. And you never WILL. Ever. Because if you did, you would prove it different. But anyway, so I'd walk in there and I was going to get something to drink, So we were lucky if once a month we would have a 12-pack of pop. Between 4 people, well, no, 5 people, because my grandma lived with us. So just imagine if you had 30 days, do the math. So you'd open the fridge and you'd look for something to drink, hopefully it was a pop, hopefully there was, who knows, maybe fruit punch or something, like in the container or whatever. But you'd open it and you'd look for 1, 2, 3, 4. What are you holding the fridge open that long for? It's like, screw you. Now you see why I did not eat at home? Do you see that why I did not want to have anything to do? Forget that. I'll go buy my own stuff. I'll drink my own stuff. I ain't touching none of your stuff. You go have it. I'm talking, this is when I'm young. Like, maybe 11 ain't young, but still. No matter what. And then it would be my mom would buy a box of popsicles. And once a month, one box. I think it had 24. They were the colored ones with red and orange and purple. I think it had green, didn't it? Sometimes it had yellow. They'd have a banana in there, but that was the other box. But anyway, I think you get 24 for 1 month. So figure there's 2 kids. Plus there's 3 adults. And how long would that last? So when you open the fridge, you're looking to see what's left. Oh, sometimes I wish I just could have. Yeah. So you get to the point, where it's like, I ain't doing nothing. So it got to where I was never home. I was always at my friends. I was always away, and that was better. So if any of you out there are just having problems with your dads or anything, I don't know. My suggestion is, I was 14. I went and got a job. That's another thing. I would walk outside to my mom's car because she'd say, hey, would you go to my car and get this or this? So here's the porch. You walk 5 steps out to the driveway, which was patio. Not great patio, but And then you're walking on cement, which is like 4 feet to her car. So you're all on cement. But oh boy, I'm walking outside in my socks. That's why they get holes. That's why they're all messed up. You ain't never buying me no socks no more, he says. He ain't. Well, good. Don't buy me nothing. Once you get out of my life, that'd be even better. So I felt like saying to him. Anyway, it boiled down to one day after all these years, of him and his crap, since I can never remember, maybe 3, I don't remember. And one day he said something like, he didn't like the way I was talking to my mom. Me and my mom always got along, but he didn't like it. And he said some comment, and I'm like, why'd you say that for? Because I always question, like, what did I do wrong? Why'd you say that for? He said, if you don't like it, pack your shit and get the F out. That's what he told me. So you know what I did? I went to go start getting my stuff, which wasn't much, just a couple of clothes. I wouldn't dare take my TV, my bed, nothing. Just a couple of clothes just to get out for the day, right? Oh boy, what a disaster. Goodness gracious, he and mom all upset and everything. So, anybody out there dealing with dads like that, my best suggestion is, if you can get out, just get out. I mean, it's going to save you a lot of hardship and pain. It's the worst thing to tell you to do in a way is to get out. But I mean, I don't know what's worse, staying there in it and fighting every day, or just getting out and going on your own. So that's why it's been hard for me ever since 16, because I've had to learn to work for myself, work on my own. I didn't have anybody there to help me, and still to this day, it's hard, but some dads are just, a lot of dads are actually, the more and more I see, a lot of the dads are big jerks. But this video is going to be about how hard it is and in life and raising an autistic kid and stuff, and what it always ends up about my dad. It always goes back to my childhood. It really does. So seriously, the sooner you could get out, the better. But even at 46, you're never ever going to forget the things they said, the way they treated you or nothing. And be careful when you go to meet a guy or a boyfriend, because a lot of times they say you pick up, or you meet people just like your dad. And when you do, you might have a lot of triggers. You won't notice at first, but later on. But just, I want you to know to just be aware. Don't think you're nuts. You're totally correct on what you see. You're not crazy. It's going to be hard, but if you can, just get out. Out of any kind of relationship that it is, just get out as quick as possible. So that way you can heal from it sooner. Because I've made many mistakes. If I could do it again, I would have done things a lot different. Yes. Yes, I would. So I wish you all a great day. I don't mean to be depressing or negative or anything. I just like to tell about how things went in my life, and I thank you for listening. And I wish you the best, and I love you. And don't ever forget that. There's a lot of times you just feel nobody loves you, and it's not true. I found better luck with friends. I don't have many, but neighborhood and friends better than family. And that's where you go to find friends online and do that. Thank you for watching. Have a great day. It's not anything to laugh about, but if I don't laugh, I'll cry. Love ya. Bye.